Hey freaks, welcome to show number 40. It's the Vegan Music Show. Well, that's usually the end of the show.
Yeah, we decided to play, since it is the Vegan Music Show, we decided to play the whole theme song.
That's right.
Because it's such an excellent theme song.
It really is. And we talk about it in one of our interviews today.
We did.
So, yeah, we've got music coming at you, and we've got a lot of stuff, a lot of different genres, a lot of different people, a lot of different projects, a lot of different bands. Some are all vegan, some have one vegan.
Indeed. And there are a lot of talented vegans out there, apparently.
There are. I feel like such a fucking loser because I listen to all these people who have all this amazing talent, and I can't even play an instrument. So, that's where we're at. So we got a bunch of different things. We got, it was kind of hard. We've got such a variety of music that it's very difficult to kind of do a thematic, a show that really had any kind of thematic unity to it. So what we try to do is get everything into kind of rough groupings and make it all work out. So we've got a little bit of hip-hop-ish type shit at the beginning, got a little bit of punkish, hardcore-ish stuff, some electronic-ish, experimental-ish
instrumental,
stuff.
Ambient, yep.
And then we've got some kind of folksy, alt-country, indie, I don't know what the hell you'd call it, stuff. So we've got a lot. It's going to be a long show today, probably about a little more than 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. We've got a couple interviews, and we try to break it up a little bit, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. So I think what we'll do is, less talk, more rock.
There you go.
And let's just get moving here. Our first track is from Lays, and you remember Lays was on the show not long ago.
He runs Veg Blog.
He runs Veg Blog and writes for Herbivore and all kinds of things. Oh, wait. Fuck shit. Before we get started, I need to remember.
What?
We're supposed to have Josh on the show, but we never could get together for a time. Josh from Herbivore Magazine.
Oh.
They have Shack Packs available, and these are $35, I think. Is that the right price? 30? Something
around there.
And they include a shirt and some other goodies.
Buttons and postcards.
Yeah, and all of it goes to benefit the Shack, minus the production costs. So it's a really cool thing. You should go over to herbivoremagazine.com, and you can find details over there. We will link in the show notes right to the project itself. It's a great project for supporting the Shack. They need the help, all the help they can get in terms of financial stuff. And for those of you that took place in our little fundraiser, the checks are off, everything's done, and we really appreciate that. So anyway, wanted to get that out there before I forgot.
Good idea.
It's really important.
All right.
But anyway, let's get back into the music here.
Lays.
Remember Lays? He was on the show not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Vegblog. What else do we know about him?
Herbivore Magazine.
Herbivore.
That. Yep.
What else?
He does a lot of different things.
He's got almost as many domain names as I do. But anyway, here's Lays with Who's That Writing, and it's from 2002.
Beyond the typical lyrical stylings, nail filings, compilings of compilations. I'm intruding on your woman who's protruding from her shirt beyond work. I flirt with death on occasion. My persuasion needs no encouragement. I'm flourishing while others are perishing. I be nourishing my body and my mind and my spirit, fighting off negative vibes and conspiracies. Are you even hearing these vocals representing locally? Dropping literary potpourri. You hope to be as dope as me. Close to me is sympathetic to your call. So while your DJ's cutting, let me go and get some doors. Your raps is bloody. I bubble like a severed artery. Don't even start with me. You can't dishearten me. If I don't have paper, I'll resort to skywriting, conquering like Poseidon fighting now. Tell me
who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding?
I'm conspicuous with my absence of slackness. Your abstractions are whack, non sequiturs are too consecutive. I'm infected in conceptions of thoughts that you brought, not brang. Check the shit I sang, struck like Fangin. Negative focus broke this. I'm in the lotus while your future is hopeless till you croak like a crocus. Take notice of the records I'm releasing and how my name recognition is steadily increasing. No labels to police me, no CEOs to answer to, no bitches to disease me, and no songs for you to dance to. No giant tours, no groupie whores grabbing at my pockets, no pack tours are running out of tickets at the door. That's the way I do it, how I pursue it through and through. I thought you knew that's how I grew. How to stew, that's how we do. I'm not picking sides while you slipping and sliding in. Are you a player or a hustler? Nope, just tell me
who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding?
These lyrics is beyond inspiring. It's like I'm conspiring with Satan perspiring. I get 2 points for each clean takedown. I'm awarded gold medals for the systematic breakdown. In hip-hop, I'm causing change like I'm Matt Blips, doing lyrical backflips as my tongue snaps rips. Y'all flap lips while I snap quips. Hey, your mom's fat. Who's that riding? It's me, and that's that. No ghostwriters, bitten lyrics, just stealing from an MC's pad is stealing from the spirit. Every word in this notebook is divinely inspired. You'll never find me tired, strictly wired off of green tea. You see me, but still don't believe that I conceive lyrics like childbirth or what's a birth on this wild earth. Produces with a leg spread and beats nothing fighting. I'm a strike like lightning to find out now. Tell me
who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding? Who's that riding?
That was Living in Photographs. And he was remixing EMAC with Pressure, the 10-ton Pressure mix. It was quite good. I liked.
Yeah, Living in Photographs has been on our forums for a very long time, almost
Indeed.
since the first day.
So that's our sort of hip-hop section. And now we're going to move on. We have an interview with Rat of Rat and Cat, who wrote our very cool theme song that we were talking about at the beginning of the show.
And here it is. Well, we're here with Rat, and many of you out there have already heard Rat's music, and you don't even know it because he does the theme song for Vegan Freak Radio. But on top of all that, Rat has a pretty interesting history in music. And Rat submitted a theme for the show today, a little piece for the show, and we want to just talk to Rat and welcome him to the show. So welcome to the show.
Hello.
And maybe you could tell us a little bit about kind of some of your history with a bit of punk rock and veganism, how those things fit together.
Well, I first started getting involved in music when I was, I guess, 15 or 16, listening to punk, like the Sex Pistols and stuff like that. And then as the years progressed into the early 80s, I got listening to all the, like, anarcho-punk stuff, which is political, obviously. And it just quite inspired me. Because I guess when I was at school, I wasn't a naughty kid, but I wasn't a good kid. But I kind of liked to rebel in certain ways, and I guess punk just seemed to be a kind of a way of rebelling. But anyway, then I was listening to the bands, and a lot of bands were singing about being vegetarian, and I just knew by listening to those lyrics that's what I had to do, even though at the time I still wasn't. I used to sing along to the lyrics, sort of going, yeah, this is what I've got to do, and eventually I did turn vegetarian, and about a year later vegan. So that's how that sort of all came about.
Nice. And you used to be involved with the Riot Clone, right?
Yeah, Riot Clone started in like 1979 or something. They did 3 or 4 7-inches back in the early 80s, which was one of the bands that inspired me, along with other bands, because their animal rights message. And then they'd kind of been still going over the years, with different people helping Dave Floyd, the vocalist, out. And I got to know him through the internet, and he was trying to sort of get the band together again, and I offered to play drums, although he had another drummer, so I joined him and played guitar, but I only played with him for probably about a year, I guess, something like that. But it was still cool to be involved with a band that inspired me so much back in the days.
Excellent. And you told us a little bit about how the punk music got you into being vegan. How has then, since then, veganism influenced your interest in music?
Well, there's a lot of punk, mainly hardcore bands that are vegan now. A lot of vegan straight edge bands. So that's sort of made me listen to a lot of that music, although it's kind of metal hardcore, which I listen to anyway. But it's made me want to do music more, so knowing that there are people out there that listen to it, and obviously not everybody listens to it's vegetarian or vegan, so it's obviously good way of getting the points across.
So you think music can actually, you think it get people to go vegan?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there was a guy who played in one of the bands with me, that the record that I previously did, my solo thing, that helped. He was vegetarian, but he got that record, and that made him go vegan, because there was a really, really cheesy line in there, excuse the pun. Blood is on your hands, you're not clean if you eat milk, egg, or cheese. And that line made him think about it and made him go vegan.
Excellent.
And there was quite a big uprise of bands in the early 90s, like Vegan Right being one of the most popular, infamous in a lot of cases, which inspired a lot of people to go vegan, ever such a lot. And I guess a lot of people did it because they were young and it was the next trendy thing to do, but I'd like to think that, maybe at least a quarter of those people that did it still are.
Excellent. So how long have you been vegan for?
Well, when I was 17, so 22 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Obviously, I'm dead, obviously. Obviously, I can't walk. My bones are all knackered.
Yeah, you're just lacking protein, so.
Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair all the time.
So,
the cat's actually holding the phone for me now.
So can you tell us a little bit about the piece that you submitted to our show for this week?
Well, I got given some computer software from a friend who wasn't a vegetarian or vegan or anything. I knew him from mountain biking, and it was just like a recording studio. It was Cakewalk Sonar, and he gave me loads of samples as well, like drum loops and things like that. And he showed me the stuff he was writing, and I just thought this seems really cool to be able to do this sort of stuff. But I wanted to do it because he can't play any instruments at all, so he didn't play guitar or anything. He just used all these different samples and just collated them all and just made songs up. But I wanted to do something like that, but put some of my guitar riffs in it. And one of the samples he sent me was that actual audio of Charlton Heston talking about Ice T. Is it Ice T or Ice Cube about that song?
It's about pigs.
Yeah, coffee.
Not the good kind.
No. But I just, because of the way I've grown up through punk and stuff, I've experienced the police ever such a lot, and I really don't like them. So it just seemed quite a good audio to use in that song. And I've always been kind of interested in rave techno music. Not heavily into it, but I've liked it because it's pretty similar to punk, as in it's pretty simple and quite monotonous.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do something like that, but putting like a kind of punky metallic guitar in as well. I just thought I'd give that a go and recorded that one song. That's the only song I actually recorded like that.
Nice.
Excellent.
But I think the next time I release a CD or something, I might put that song right at the end, so people be listening to all this Slayer metal and just be like, what the fuck is this?
Excellent. So, besides that piece, what else are you working on these days?
The first CD I did was a statement CD with Genocidal Justice, and I'm actually re-recording it for a label called New Eden in Costa Mesa in Southern California. Nice. So I'm re-recording that at the moment. And then the other band I'm in, and Born, we've got which it used to be a 4-piece, but now it's just me and the singer. We kind of do it ourselves, and we're recording again for a split CD with the guy Felix on the forums, his band Justice Department, who are a totally vegan band. So there's those two things. But I also just work on other songs as and when I feel like it. I might just be inspired to write something kind of mellow, so I'll just pick the guitar up and just do it. Or try anyway. Excellent.
And we change gears a little bit here. Word has it that you're something of an exhibitionist.
Yeah. I think that might be... it's funny, actually, because I've spoke to a few people who were involved in anarcho-punk back in the early 80s, and how feminism seemed to have a bad effect on them, which it did to me. I remember my first girlfriend I was ever with, I didn't think that it was right for me to make a move on her. I thought I was going to get punched in the face. And it was like feminism in the anarcho-punk days, it did that, because feminism back then, part of it was very sort of anti-man, mm-hmm. and kind of seemed to be anti-sex as well, and it just had an effect on me. So I don't know ever sort of... that sort of like held me back in some ways, and now I'm just like, oh no, I'll just get my dick out, who cares?
And so you have, many times.
Yeah.
One final question. It's the desert island disc question. If you were stuck on a desert island, you had only one CD with you, what would it be?
I think it'd have to be the Vegan Reich CD.
Nice.
Because that says it all, and it's, like I said previously, it's inspired so many people and so many bands, and a lot of people would probably not like to admit it, but I really honestly think if it wasn't for Vegan Reich, there wouldn't be as many vegans as there are now.
Excellent.
Because of hardcore and punk. Vegan Reich definitely helped that. So yeah, Vegan Reich.
Excellent.
Excellent, good to know.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Do you have any final advice for people out there who are on the fence? They're not quite vegan yet. We want to get them vegan. What could you tell them to get them vegan?
Well, for me, I think what made things so much easier for me to be vegetarian and vegan was we used to go to the local cattle market just to keep an eye on all the animals, because obviously the farmers didn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. And just looking in their eyes, you could just see their eyes looking at you. And to me, we have eyes, animals have eyes, and it's kind of like for me, it's like the closest thing they've got to what we've got, because eyes they just seem to say so much. So, just if anybody's contemplating it and they want to make that make that step, just if they can, just look into any animal's eyes, just even their dogs, just look into their eyes. I think
Excellent.
it's pretty powerful.
That is
I
extremely
agree.
powerful.
That's great.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it, and we're so glad you were able to share some music with us.
Okay, that's great. Well, thanks for interviewing me.
And now we have Die Pig Die from Statement.
Die, pig, die. For the police. Die, pig, die. For the police.
right, that was Another Day in Shitsville by the band Bad Day Down. They are from Australia, and about 3/4 of the band is vegan.
There you go. It's not about. It is 3/4.
Okay, around. Exactly, 3/4.
There you go.
Of the band is vegan.
3/4.
There you go.
So they have. I had a chance to listen to their whole album, and there's some really good stuff on there about American imperialism and other kinds of stuff. So I enjoyed that.
Nice. And as we already said, the track before that was Die Pig Die by Statement.
And another good album as well.
Indeed. All right. Now we have an interview with Weege, and we have to shout out to Lely as
Of
well,
course.
because we promised the shout out to Weege and Lely last week and we forgot. So here's our shout out to Weege and Lely. You rock. And then we interviewed Weege, who is from the band Tartan Punks. All right, we're here with Weege, all the way from the UK, talking about his band Tartan Riot. Welcome, Weege. How you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
Great. And, well, we've been playing a track from Tartan Riot, and maybe you could tell us a little bit about how you got into the music and the background of your band.
Okay, the band started when I was looking for a band to play in because I moved to Dundee and I had no friends here. It was a sad story. So I found a couple of guys who wanted to play in a hardcore band, and that fell through very, very quickly. And then we decided to mess around with a couple of Ramones covers, and then one thing went from another to another, and then I ended up singing, which was not the original plan. I was supposed to be in the corner playing guitar, but some of the guys said that I had a voice similar to Jake Burns from Stiff Little Fingers, so we kind of went with that kind of theme.
Nice.
Which I thought was it was a break from my norm. I've been used to kind of staying to the side and not saying or doing much. Being at the front's cool.
Excellent.
I'm a big rock star.
How long have you been playing punk for?
Oh, I've been playing punk since I was about 14. But not with this band. This band has been going around for about 2 years now. But my punk story started when I was about 14 years old, as most people's does, I imagine. It started with bands like NoFX and things, and stuff like that.
Excellent. And
I guess that's me being quite young compared to a lot of older punks, and then you've got to measure up to them. But that's something that I'm not really concerned about too much. Fitting into what it is to be punk. I'm not really fussed.
Nice. So do you guys play a lot of shows or what?
Oh yeah, well we try and play at least 2 or 3 a month at the very, very least, because we're just kind of the scene here in it's a horrible word in the scene. The scene in Dundee is very, very small, and the shows you play with, you're usually playing with the same bands, and it's quite tight knit. But a lot of the bands are going around and slagging each other off, and there's not a sense of camaraderie between more than 2 or 3 bands. It's usually it's like little cliques, and I don't really kind of deal with any of that because it's not really my thing. So we play as many shows as we can, time and effort permitting, and sobriety as well.
Sure, that's always a factor. And I remember, I think Lely on the forums had posted something about one time a fan threw a fur hat at you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, it's just that just seems kind of not the best situation to be in if you're... I mean, your band isn't vegan, but you are, and I'm sure that wasn't a great situation to be in.
Yeah, it was terrible. I actually felt quite violated by the whole experience, because it's a personal choice of mine not to wear anything like that. So for someone to run the stage and put this on my head, I was too busy playing to realise what had just happened. So I was playing, and then halfway through the song I realised there was something on my head, so I took it off, and then I saw what it was in my hand, and I was shocked, and I tossed it to one side, and after the song finished I made my views well known that I think fur is wrong, and not just fur, leather too, and all of that jazz. But I gave them what for. No more meat vegan.
Excellent.
So how long have you been a vegan for?
Not very long, actually. I still feel like a little bit of a fraud. I don't know, it's been a couple of months, 2 months.
What got...
But I've been a vegetarian for a while before that. just over about 2 years.
What got you thinking about veganism?
Well, I was listening to a lot of oi polloi and Propaganda's Less Talk More Rock.
That's a great album.
And also my girlfriend as well. Living with a vegan, my girlfriend Lely, sorry. Living with a vegan, you can't really shut yourself off to, what they hold dear to them, and all the information that, like, they leave lying around, like, pamphlets and things. You're going to stumble on them and read them, and then it just clicks,
Nice.
Excellent.
And one other question for you. I was thinking about if we've been asking everyone this question, but if you were stuck on a desert island, it's a desert island disc question. You're stuck on a desert island. You had one CD with you. What would it be?
No, you can't do that.
Sure.
Well, we let someone else say it could be a mix CD, though.
It could be a mix CD.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, an MP3 CD. Okay. If I was to pick one, it'd probably be Inflammable Material by Stiff Little Fingers. I think it's just like a balls to the wall punk album. I enjoy it.
Nice.
And very highly.
Excellent.
And one other quick question for you. If you had, we always have people listening to the show who aren't quite vegan yet. And is there anything you could tell those people to try to get them to go vegan? Anything you can think of?
Well, I was one of those people.
There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't vegan yet. I don't know if you're going to go vegan, then it's like when it's like being a trapeze artist with this is really quite cheesy, but it's like that's the way I think about it. Is like if you're a trapeze artist and you're swinging on swings which are misinformation that are keeping you up from the ground, and you've got the disassociation from what meat actually is, and meat and dairy, what it actually is, and that's your safety net. And once the disassociation goes, and you lose your grip of the misinformation, then you fall down and land on veganism. And I think that's something that I think that's a fall that's easily broken, and quite a comfortable landing.
Excellent. Well put. Well, anything else from you, Bob?
You can edit this to make me sound smart, yeah?
No, you sounded great.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing, though. Where can people find out more about your band?
The evil Rupert Murdoch owned the MySpace. We did have tartanriot.com, but that got hacked, and we haven't gotten around to getting it back yet. Oh. So it's myspace.com/tartanriotpunks with an X, because that's the only way to spell punks.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, we fucked up the band name bad there.
Yeah, we got it right in the interview. It's Tartan Riot Punks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
We had some combination thereof throughout.
It's Tartan Riot Punks. And speaking of Tartan Riot Punks, here they are with the Trojan War.
Once in a while, someone gets a turn. Working class better get shaken to the ground. Something is going on, this is my widow. Stand up and be a man, it's not your war. Stand up and drive on, it's not your war. They've got the weapons to tell us what to do. Keep blood us here, one will get you black and blue. Blocking the streets, keeping you down. Stand up, turn the shit around. So good and run on, this is life we know. Stand up and be around, it's not your war. Stand up and drive on, it's not your
What will the neighbors think about the landmines on the lawn?
Sure, it keeps them alive, but their stares sting like guns.
Will our protest slogan t-shirts turn to our rags dishes, or turned inside out between our chests and our tailor-made suits? If we meet on the other side, please remember the promise. You give me a good heart smack, and I return the favor. We drew a line in the sand, where the waves will show where we stand.
And we'd said we'd seize the moment when it came. But the truth is that these days are moments let stray. And we'd said we'd seize the moment when it came.
If we meet on the other side, please remember the promise. You give me a good heart smack, and I return the favor. We drew a line in the sand, where the waves will show where we stand. So if you're calling bluffs tonight, well then I got shit. Brief dreams of kick flips and pistol whips. So no more dancing to the party next door. If we meet on the other side, please remember the promise. You give me a good heart smack, and I return the favor. We drew a line in the sand, the waves will show where we stand.
Okay, that was Slingshot Dakota, and the song was called Dreams of Kickflips and Pistol Whips. And just before that was The Trenchant Moor, with Weege on vocals there by Tartan Riot Punks.
There you go. And now we're going to change gears a little bit, away from our sort of punky section. It's not exactly punk, but
Well, yeah,
punk, yeah.
the previous song was not punk.
No, but it's a nice transition into our next section, which is sort of more electronic, ambient, instrumental.
Experimental.
There you go, type stuff. And to start off, we have a band called Fractal Pattern, and we're going to first listen to an interview with Jordan, who's one of the members of Fractal Pattern. Okay, we're here with Jordan, who is from the band Fractal Pattern, and she's here to talk with us about music that's a little bit different than what we normally play. How would you describe your music?
Well, I guess I usually start off by saying that I'm a French horn player, so right away that kind of gives people the idea that we're a little bit weird, and usually gives sound guys heart attacks. I guess we tend to describe it as kind of a instrumental post-hardcore or something along that lines, but I mean, I can't think of anything that really accurately describes how we sound, so we usually just send people to our website or something.
You sound kind of like Godspeed You Black Emperor-ish to me.
Yeah, we hear that a lot, but I tend to think that we're a bit more aggressive, especially our more recent stuff, which I don't know what you guys have listened to, but our more recent stuff is definitely a little bit, I don't know, more aggressive and faster and more technical, I think.
Yeah. And how did you get involved with the French horn? Like, how did you make the decision to? I mean, how did that all end up, basically?
Well, I started playing horn when I was 11, and that was in my junior high school band program. All my friends played it, and I was a sheep, so I followed. And I'm the only one who still plays it. I actually have a degree in performance from McGill University. And it actually is. I got involved with the band because my boyfriend is the drummer, and he kept bugging me to come out and play with them. And I thought it was going to be really lame, but it actually worked out pretty well. So, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean when you first mention, okay, I'm going to use the French horn in electronica kind of music, it doesn't sound like it's going to work, but you listen to it and it really works.
Yeah, I think the French horn really takes the place of vocals, I think, for us. It's in a very similar range to a lot of voices, and I think that the kinds of lines that I end up playing tend to be quite similar to vocal lines. So, yeah, it works out, I think.
So, how does veganism at all kind of influence any of your music, or can maybe you tell us about how you became a vegan, anything like that?
Yeah, well, I think veganism does influence our music, but in a pretty esoteric way, I guess. It's, I mean, we're all vegans, and veganism sure influences where we decide to tour. I became a vegan, actually. I'd been vegetarian for about 8 years when I met my boyfriend, who was vegan, and I remember just kind of being like, okay, well, I'll give it a try, and if it sucks, then I'll just quit. And it was actually a lot easier than I thought, and it didn't suck. It was actually really great. So I've been vegan now for 3.5 years, and I think, yeah, we've all been vegan for about somewhere between like 2 and 5 years, and I think it just kind of informs everything we do. It's kind of hard to separate that from who we are as people and musicians, I think.
So where are the good places to tour, and where are the bad places to tour?
Well, the good places tend to be the West Coast. I mean, you can't beat the vegan donuts in Seattle, which is pretty huge for us. And the worst places, I mean, it's too bad because Winnipeg has that really great cafe and bookstore, the Mondragon, which is like a vegan kind of cooperative run on participatory economic principles. So it's really great to tour to Winnipeg, but the drive from Edmonton to Winnipeg, which is about 16 hours, tends to really suck.
Oh, man.
And the Canadian Shield, I mean, went from Winnipeg to basically Toronto, really sucks.
Yeah, it's beef country.
Yeah. Well, we live right in the middle of beef country, and then that is just kind of like an economic wasteland with Thunder Bay, and it's gas station food for 24 hours, I think. Ugh. So, yeah.
So, are you going to be on tour soon?
Yeah, we're actually in the process of booking a little tour. We actually had to shorten it up. We were planning to do a full-scale West Coast thing down to San Diego and back, and then one of our guitar players actually got a really good offer to go to grad school. So we had to shorten it up so that he could kind of get all of that in order. We're going out to Winnipeg. We're stopping in, I think, like Regina and Saskatoon and maybe some other place in Manitoba. And then we're going to be coming back out to Vancouver and down to Portland, and so pretty much everywhere in between that we can get a show.
That's great.
Yeah. Portland is really awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
So I guess as a way of 2 final questions. I mean, the first one would be, it's the desert island disc question. You're stuck on a desert island. You have one disc. What would it be?
Oh my God! What an awful question. That's mean. Geez. Okay. Well, it would probably be something by Fugazi. Maybe. Oh, geez. I don't even know. Maybe In on the Kill Taker? some fugazi or maybe some hot snakes. Maybe hot snakes would
Cool.
be good too.
Excellent. And the other question that we've been asking everybody is, for all our listeners who aren't quite vegan yet, what was your piece of advice for them?
Okay. Well, for me, like I said, I found it a lot easier if I kind of let it be a choice rather than just kind of forcing myself into it. Like I said, I just said, well, give it a week, and if it sucks, then just quit. So I found that I don't know what it was, but mentally that made it a lot easier. I don't know. I think that you guys have talked before about just kind of cutting out everything cold turkey. I think that's really good too, because it's like when you're trying to go on a diet or you're trying to avoid sweet stuff, when you just give yourself a little bit, then it just makes you want more and more and more. So, go cold turkey and make it a fun choice rather than a onerous duty.
Cool.
I guess. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, thanks for being on the show. Can you, as we close here, can you mention where people can find out more about your band?
Yes. We have a semi-functional website, which is www.fractalpattern.com. And then we have a lame but more functional MySpace page, which is, myspace.com/freedomhorn. And, you can email us from either of those or get in touch with us. I think we have phone numbers up there and everything. So, yeah.
Excellent.
That's it. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, Jordan from Fractal Pattern, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me.
And here is No Birds by Fractal Pattern. Okay, that was Hemiolia, and just before that was Fractal Pattern with No Birds. The track by Hemiolia, I assume that's how you say it, is called Antarctica Starts Here.
Excellent. You know, this whole DJ thing is a lot harder than it seems on the
Well,
surface.
We don't really have the equipment to be DJing.
I know, but you just want to sound animated and introduce things really well, and it's a lot harder than it appears. I'm just not qualified.
You've also had almost a year of doing a very different kind of show, and now you're stepping into a music show. And it's a really different.
It is a different.
It's a different kind of vibe. It's a different kind of production value. It's totally different.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It is hard, but I hope everybody's enjoying it so far.
We're trying.
Yeah, and we're going to continue on with our electronica kind of vibe here. But before we do that, we're going to have an interview with BSD Freak.
All right, well, we're here with BSD Freak, and BSD Freak clearly likes BSD as an operating system, and in addition to being on our forums, he also helps us kind of hook up the server for the forums. But outside of all that kind of CompuNerd stuff, right, he also does some really amazing music and has a radio show and has a piece we're playing on the show, so we thought we'd get here and talk to BSD Freak. So welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, guys. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Can't complain. So I guess a couple things. I want to talk about. Maybe you could talk a little bit about Breakbeat Ninja.
Okay. Well, basically, I used to DJ quite a number of years ago in a past life, so to speak, and I thought it would be fun to get back into it, so I ordered 2 turntables, a mixer, and a bunch of records, and started up an internet stream that I do once a week, Mondays at 5 p.m., and it's gotten to get a little bit of a fan following, and most of them are vegan freaks, which is definitely much appreciated.
Nice.
We always like the shout-outs that you give to the vegan freaks on your show. So.
Yeah, I try to do it at least once every show.
It is really intense drum and bass and jungle, and but it's quite good.
Yes. That's the only stuff I really play. Sometimes I'll play techno, and sometimes I'll play, more down-tempo type stuff, or, mindless self-indulgence, things like that. But mostly it's drum and bass. And as I have more drum and bass records, it'll probably become all drum and bass.
Cool. And in addition to that, you do some of your own music, right?
Yes. I've been doing electronic music for probably about 6 years now, and I picked up some better equipment, and I've been putting together songs. And Blue Desert is one of my favorite songs, and a lot of people seem to like it too. It's really a sort of ambient kind of psychedelic song. And I also play drums, and I've been doing that for, about 11 years now, and I just finally got a new drum set, and Bob's pretty familiar with how of a nightmarish experience that's been, but I do have it now, and it's incredible. So expect lots of good music coming out from that as well.
Excellent. And how did you end up with the name of Blue Desert on the track?
It just sort of reminded me of a desert at night, and I thought Blue Desert would be an appropriate name. It's sort of the track sort of takes you on a journey through the desert.
Cool.
Well, to sort of switch gears and talk about veganism, since we're obviously showcasing vegan music, how did you first become vegan?
Well, I was vegetarian for a short period of time, and it seemed like it wasn't enough. It seemed like it was hypocritical, and I had at the time actually, thankfully, access to a couple of vegan friends. So. Boy, my phones are ringing off the hook here. I don't know why.
You're a popular guy.
Anyway, so I started talking to them about philosophy and about animal cruelty and how I thought that the dairy industry was still exploiting animals just as much as it would be if you were eating meat. And I eventually just dropped every animal product in my diet, and then after that I dropped all the animal products, or hygiene products and all the leather things that I owned. And I think I've been vegan for about 10 years now. I don't know when my start date is. I just know approximately, that it was around 1995, 1996. So it's really become a facet in my life, and it's really one of the more important things to me as well. And my girlfriend, Jen, is vegan. When we met, she was vegetarian, but she intended to become vegan, and I guess... road as well.
Wow, excellent.
Nice.
I guess we can wrap it up because it sounds like you need to attend to some kind of emergencies back there or something.
No, it's just a couple of scheduled calls. It's no big deal.
Okay. And our dogs are going a little insane, but maybe you can mention the various sites where people can find out about you and maybe a little bit about your hosting business too.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. Well, if anyone's interested in listening to Breakbeat Ninja Radio, that's www.breakbeatninja.com. Of course, as my name suggests, I'm a BSD fan, so if anyone's interested in learning more about BSD or just keeping up with BSD, I've got a news site at www.bsdfreak.org. And, of course, as Bob's mentioned, I do a lot of hosting and also technology-oriented business, and that's at www.investcent.com, and that's ENVESCENT.com.
Excellent. And we highly recommend Invest in Hosting. We're not paid to say that, but Alex has done a really good job for us. And
we have one more question for you.
Oh,
sure.
That we asked Satana, so we need to ask you too. Is the Desert Island disc question. If you're on a desert island, what disc would you have with you?
What music would I have?
Yes.
Like CD?
You could have one CD.
One CD.
That's a tough one. Could it be? Does it have to be an artist CD, or can it be a mixed CD? Or
well, you could have a mix.
Sure, you could have a mix.
I'd probably create a mix with some of my favorite artists. 9 Inch Nails being one of them because I've liked them for almost as long as I've been vegan, and I just saw them last night, and it was an amazing show. So I'd certainly like to have a part of that with me on the desert island. And just like a variety of music, Fish, 9 Inch Nails, Mindless Self-Indulgence probably now, and Tool, 10 Years, Band, and I'm sure there's others, but that's really the summary.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Well, thanks for having me on the show, guys. I appreciate it.
Our
Thanks
pleasure.
for talking with us.
We really appreciate it.
All right, that was The Blue Desert by Breakbeat Ninja, or BSD Freak, as
Yeah.
we know him.
And he does an online show every week, and it's really interesting to be in the chat room. And he's simultaneously in the IRC channel, the chat room, and doing the show. So he's like writing to you and doing the show. It's pretty cool.
And it's very intense. Very intense.
It's super intense. It's pretty fucking hardcore. All right, well, we're going to move on a little here. We've got a couple songs that are kind of rocky, poppy, indie-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you call these. Anyway.
We're moving back into the vocal section.
Yeah, we're going to move back into some vocals after moving into some territory that was wordless.
Indeed. And that last track was very chill. It was nice.
It was. But we're going to change that. So let's move on. This song is called Innocent Eyes, and the band is called Gliss.
If this whole day turned out to be a big joke on me, what could I say? Where would I go? I could hide in the snow, wait for the moon to come out, and I'll do what I want. Don't try to find me, I'm telling you that out here is home. I'm telling you that I don't want anything but you know, I've got this curiosity for things that I can't see, for things that I can't break, and always have had a real desire to run straight like fire, blindfolded. Don't try to find me, I'm telling you that out here is home. I'm telling you that I don't want anything anymore. Don't try to find me, I'm telling you that out here is home. I'm telling you that I don't want anything anymore.
From the makers of your pretty face and the architects of our disgrace, come to new green goo for you. When you're feeling like you need a high and you're giving up on another guy, here's a new green goo for you. It's new and so exciting. Don't even try to fight it. It's a new green goo for you. It's a new green goo for you. Now you want it so bad all that time, and you're thinking about It's a new green goo for you. Now the makers, they know it's not right, and the architects are sitting tight, selling new green goo to you. Here's a new green goo for you. Here's a new green goo for you.
the trunk of her grandmother's car. And it wasn't till we arrived that I got a replacement. I thought of nothing through Devil's Pass, New Mexico, but the trunk full of bags, and all of the coins that had fallen at sea, quietly rambling like tambourines. And she said that's so neurotic, no, that's just impatient. But I was left with the fourth autumn when I delicately picked up the shelf. Those pennies are gone, they've long been spent, lost in the couch or falling through the vent. And it's funny that sure makes a real good point about savings. Save 20 pre-rolls for 23 years. That's 264, 50 cents and some tears for all of the hours you gathered just for the anticlimax of the deposit. I don't know what you're living for, I don't even know you. Ever since the day I sent you on a little tiny piece of the good month's
All right, at the top of that set, we had Innocent Eyes by Gliss. That was followed by The Metrosexuals. That was a song that was uploaded to our site, but I don't think anyone left a title for the song, and unfortunately, the way our comments were going to say, it got overwritten.
Uh-oh.
So it was like a comment and a date. So I have no idea what the name of that was, but the comment said you're just supposed to dance.
It was a good song. I liked it. And then that was followed by Green Goo by Vegetative State. And after that, Nothing New by Easterly Music.
And The Online Romance finished up that set with a song called Hey Abraham.
Yes, very sort of Belle and Sebastian vibe at the end there.
I couldn't, yeah, something like that. Belle and Sebastian-ish, or who does this, the best song you've ever heard? Or no, the song that will change your life in Garden State?
Oh, is that
Isn't that
the
Stills?
Something like that,
Kind of
yeah.
right, it's Stills-ish
Yeah.
to me. But anyway, regardless, we have a couple more songs in our last set here, so hang in. There's some good stuff coming up, and a lot of the stuff is kind of folksy, singer-songwriter-ish type stuff.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
So we're going to begin the set with a song called Late and Sleepy by Nate and Marcel, and then we're going to move into a couple other songs that kind of have a folksy, alt-country-ish vibe to them, I think. Maybe you'll disagree. I have no idea. But anyway, here we go.
Well, it's late and I'm sleepy and I'm buzzing on wine. Before I go wasting your time or mine, pick up the pieces of the night that we left. It's not me that you're holding to your chest, but it's easy to go this way. So much easier than opening your door. Show me out, you've got to let in the breeze and the leaves and the dust that will remain upon your floor. You hold me up with your arms, not with promises you give. You offer your kind of warmth in a place don't need another late night fallback plan. I don't wanna keep it cool. I don't wanna not get hurt. I wanna dance in the rain until I fall in the dirt. And you can't break my heart, so don't show up here like this. Every time we do this, there's something true that we can miss. And alone is alright anyway. It's honest and it's fine. It's too late and I'm sleepy and I'm buzzing on wine.
Reading by the fire, we're alone, and now we know. 1,200 miles from home, I've come to know. This 219 keeps swinging through the hills. I know I've found the state of Georgia. I think I told you it would be alright. Cause we've both seen the beauty and we'll delay that chaos for a while. On the road to Asheville, baby, we'll delay chaos for a while. As we hit the top of the mountain, never seen you smile quite like that. Plunge into the river at the cold, it shoots up my back. We're both looking out the window, and there's nothing much that we can say. We'll take love over media, and it'll feel so right that way. Seen the beauty and we'll delay chaos for a while. Oh, on the road to Asheville, baby, we'll delay chaos for a while. 6 hours home there in another place that I would rather be. Driving in this car, it's just you and me. Your beauty traveled lightly, but I often stop to look and see. Though we never called a sunrise, there is something left for you and me. Cause we've both seen the beauty and we'll delay that chaos for a while. Oh, on the road to Asheville, baby, we'll delay the chaos for a while.
Okay, the first track that we heard in that was Late and Sleepy by Nate and Marcel, and that was followed by a track called Asheville by Joe Andrell and the Universal Walkers.
And the last track you just heard was Jenna Laguerre. I assume is how you say that last name. I apologize if I fucked it up. Anything at all. And we got a couple more songs going, and I think what we'll do is we'll close out the show with these last three songs, and we won't be back. So we'll just let it close out with these three songs. But before we do, I want to tell you a little bit about these three songs. The first one is by someone named Brownbird Rudy Relic, and he wrote us an email in which he said that he is a musician, he is vegan, he makes cruelty-free music. He said, I play traditional-styled, original acoustic holler blues on vintage analog recording equipment from the 1940s. He edits a vegan zine, and he is a tremendous supporter of vegan causes. He will play, and often does play, any AR vegan benefit. Also, I think this is worth noting, he is probably the first and only vegan straight-edge Chicano blues musician in the blues music scene today. And he says, in a saturated scene of blues, beer, and barbecue, I stick out like a sore thumb, and I'm proud of that fact. So anyway, I like that. I thought that was a cool email to send along. And he had a bunch of songs, like most of these artists. They all had a variety of songs in various places, some on MySpace and things like that. He had a bunch. I just picked this one. So I hope you enjoy it. After that, this song coming up will be called Stranger Here Blues. And then we'll have a song by Daniel McKelvey-Pizer, who has recently written a book for our press. But his song is called You Are Somewhere Too Tonight. And we'll close the show with a song called Suddenly Last Summer by Rachel Golay, who, again, has a MySpace page. Many of these artists do. We will link as many things as we can in the show notes. And we'll put up a playlist and all that stuff with the show notes today.
Yes, and I hope you enjoyed listening to all the vegan music. It's great to see projects out there made by vegans that doesn't necessarily have a vegan theme, but is out there, and there's a lot of vegans doing a lot of great stuff, so we wanted to showcase some of that.
Absolutely, a lot of talented vegans out there. The other thing is, if you sent me something and it didn't get on the show, it's nothing personal. It's not like I didn't like it. I may have just missed it. I had a lot of music in the queue, and I kind of pulled them all together, and I may have just missed one. So if I did, next time we run a show like this, we'll get it on, or we'll get it on the regular show at some point as a way of making it up to you. So if you're one of those people that sent us something and nothing was played at all, not even a single track, let us know, and we will make sure that we get to that. So what we'll do is we'll close out the show here. Like I said, we had Brownbird, Rudy Relic at the top here. We'll have Daniel McKelvey-Pizer after that with You Are Somewhere Too tonight. Or you might actually think it's Leonard Cohen almost with Daniel.
Or Tom Waits.
Or somewhere between there.
Yeah.
And the last track is Suddenly Last Summer. So enjoy. Be in touch. Let us know if you what you think of the show. Podcast at veganfreak.com. There's always discussion on the forums. And that's about it. So see you next time.
Sidewalk stumbling, light rain to cool it off, 3 shades to the wind. The clouds above this town obscure the shiny metal stars. Rhythmic footfalls push my rusty metal heart. Have you got anything to keep me hanging on? Besides Earth's gravity and the cold grass river song. I've walked this bitter road tonight countless times before, and each step brings me close to you, but further from your door. This part of me that makes believe like everything is fine remains the only part of me that still supports my spine.
Come back again next week for Vegan Freak Radio number 41.
Bye.